and welcome to Live in the Solution. I'm your astrologer and tarot card reader, here with your readings for March the 2nd through March the 8th. Oh my God, guys, you don't know. Last week, my audio on all the videos didn't work, and it took about 3 hours per video to edit, because luckily I do this tight shot now, and so I was able to take the audio from that, but I had to match it up with, that was so hard. Anyway, and it just happened with 6 of my videos, and it was a simple thing. It's very Mercury retrograde. I had turned the audio, the volume button on my mic must have been turned down in error. I must have knocked it down somehow. So it was a simple thing. And something made me stop halfway through. I never stop. I usually do all the 12 videos, in a period of like 5 or 6 hours. But I didn't. I stopped. I was like, let me stop. Let me check things. I'm going to have a cup of tea. I'm going to check things. And that's when I found out. I'm grateful that I stopped before the 12. Anyway, guys, I digress. This is a general reading. It's for the collective, so take what resonates, leave the rest. And listen, if it doesn't resonate with you, check out your moon and rising sign. Because sometimes these videos get the messages get very specific. And of course, if you'd like a personal private reading, click on this link and it will take you to my website. You can see I do natal interpretations, astrological natal interpretations, and I do tarot readings, and I do a combination of both. So check that out. All right, let's go to your cards. This is for Scorpio. What wonderful gifts, guidance, blessings, and helpful information can you give Scorpio for March the 2nd through March the 8th? You have a lot of cards here, Scorpio. Okay, so the first card out for you is the Emperor, the King of Kings. Now, the Emperor, he's all about organizing. He's about getting everything, all dot your I's, cross your T's. He's about clearing stuff out. It includes people, people, places, and things that no longer work for you. So it can be, clearing out your office, clearing out your closet, donating clothes you no longer need, or you haven't worn for a while. It's about, those old friendships that aren't working anymore. Don't put any more effort. It's not like you have to kind of say, I'm not talking to you ever again. That's it. Stop responding, or stop inviting, or stop putting any energy into relationships that don't work anymore. And really, I always think of go through your papers, make sure that you haven't missed anything, go through everything and, prepare. Maybe it's your taxes that you've got to do, because it also represents taxes. He's about taking action for sure. And I will just say organizing now. the clarifying the Emperor is the Strength card. I'm really getting that I think you've got to kind of let go of some people that aren't working for you anymore. Sometimes we stay in friendships or relationships long past their expiration date. But, when we do leave them behind, we need to be kind. This is about your strength is in kindness and compassion, right? And look, there's contentious energy this week. Stay tuned to for the astrological report after this. Relationships, relationships are difficult this week. Relationships and finances are going to take its toll. We'll have moments of greatness, but, all in all, we need to control ourselves. And this card is all about self-control. It's about not reacting. It's about really having the courage to go against your instinct, right? The instinct is to attack or, react in some way. But this is about controlling that inner, somebody pushes your buttons, you want to, you want to, Scorpio, you want to sting them. Resist the urge to sting them. Sometimes we think that being kindness and compassion when somebody else is being inappropriate is a sign of weakness. But in actual fact, it is your strength. You will exhibit strength by not reacting. And you'll finish first in the end. It's like the tortoise and the hare, right? Things will be okay. You will benefit from not reacting. Now, the next card out, you have two cards in the next position. One is the Ace of Cups, which has come up quite a lot. And the other right next to it is the 10 of Wands. Now, 10s are endings and beginnings, right? And you were getting this card all the time last year. Was it last year or the year before? I mean, this came up in your reading nearly every week at one point. And this is telling you, I feel that you've gone back to your old ways, Scorpio. Look, my cup floweth over. And I'm really getting abundance with this because this is also psychic and intuitive ability, which is definitely coming in because of what's happening astrologically. So stay tuned for that. I'm not going to repeat myself. So I'm really getting abundance here. And right next to this is the 10 of Wands, which is too much responsibility, overdoing it, over-promising, saying you can do things when it's impossible to do it, not asking for help, not speaking up, and being bogged down. And what it does is it prevents you from moving forward. Where you really want to, you believe at the time that you can do it, or you believe that you can find a way, but it kind of, it's taking a toll on you, and it's taking up your time and energy, and it's like you've got to know your limitations. When the 10 of Wands comes in, it's saying know your limitations. Ask for help. Be honest. Look, I really believed I could do it, and guess what? I can't. It's, I can't finish in this amount of time. I need more time if it's time. Right? Or, if you've volunteered for some kind of, responsibility at work, and then you're like, oh my God, I'm too overwhelmed with my other stuff, I can't do this. Then delegate. Don't be afraid to delegate. Don't be afraid to say, listen, I can't do this. It's not a reflection on you. It's just you've got a lot going on, so you can't do it. And look, clarifying those two cards is the 3 of Pentacles, and that's about teamwork. This is about relying on your team. So if you work with a team and you are, maybe you're like, oh, I'll do it because I do it. I know what I'm doing and I'll do it best. And, because you don't really trust other people in the team. This is not the time to do it. This is the time to allow your team members to do their part. And if they fall, then they'll learn, right? The first mistake we ever made was education. It's educational. You can't do everything all the time. You've got to delegate. You can't, it's almost like you can't be a perfectionist. You have to allow people they've got their own path to do it. And maybe they don't do it as great, but it's better for you if you delegate, if you let others help you, allow them to help you. Let people give you input. Right? Be a team player and rely on your team. Now, the next card out is the Ace of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles is you're finally seeing the fruits of your labor. This is an exciting beginning. It's like you may have started something and you're starting to reap the rewards. You're starting to really see the results of it. So this is a really auspicious card. And if you haven't started to see it, you will. You definitely will. And you've got two cards here, right? You have the Seven of Cups and the Eight of Wands. Now, the Eight of Wands are opportunities coming at you left, right, and center. And the Seven of Cups is saying, I don't know which ones to take, right? And you've got to be careful. You don't want to take too many because you've got the Ten of Wands. But maybe you need to drop some of these because there's some better opportunities coming along. I think that's what I'm getting. That's why you have to delegate. You've got to make room for something that's going to kind of give you more. It's going to make you feel more fulfilled. So I feel that opportunities are coming in at you, right, really fast. And I always say when the Eight of Wands comes in to be like a ninja, hiya, ya, 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 hiya. And the Seven of Wands is confusion, right? So it's like, I don't know which one to take. I don't know which one to go. What should I do? But the Seven of Cups, when I said the Seven of Wands, I think the Seven of Cups is you have to go within. The answer is within. Sevens are introspective. The Seven of Cups are all about, it's about meditation. It's about quietening the mind. You are going to know, intuitively, you will know exactly what you need to do. I feel that things are going to change for you. I feel that if you organize your life in a way that you can redistribute your responsibilities, and then you can really focus on what you want to do. I think that these opportunities are coming in for you that's going to really feed your soul. So I feel that this is a very auspicious time for you. So it's exhausting, yes, and you really do have to let go of, and I think it's like, work. It could be responsibilities at home, but it could be at work. And you might have to let go of clients, or you might have to let go of a job, or you might have to let go of friendships that aren't working anymore. But I feel that you're going to move forward, and when you meditate, you quieten the mind, you're going to know which direction to go, and it's going to pay off, darling. Scorpio, thank you so much for tuning in. Please don't forget to like, share, comment, and stay tuned for the astrological report coming up right after this. Mwah! I love you all, and I'll see you on the other side. Hello, everyone. I'm so glad that you decided to stay on and listen to the astrology report on what is going on in the celestial sky this week. So we start on Tuesday, March the 3rd. Venus is square Saturn. What is that? It's not a harmonious aspect. It is a contentious aspect. There may be distance or detachment within your relationship. You may be feeling that during this transit. As a result, intimacy could take a backstage during this time. And it might be wise to spend some time in solitude, in meditation and reflection, because melancholy and depression can occur. But know that this will pass soon enough. I mean, that's why it's called a transit, right? Because it's transiting, it's moving. So it's a temporary feeling. Now, your finances could take a hit too. So resist the urge to spend because you're not feeling great. Maybe you're feeling melancholy and you want to buy something to make yourself feel better. Resist that urge. I would be very conservative with your finances at the moment. I mean, we've seen this play out on the global stage. The financial markets are plummeting because of the coronavirus, because products can't move around. A lot of countries have closed their borders. So just be conservative and with your spending. Now, on March the 4th, 2020, Mercury backtracks into Aquarius. And when I say backtrack, you know that Mercury is in retrograde, right? And it moved from Aquarius into Pisces on February the 3rd. And now it is reversing and going back from Pisces into Aquarius. But the good news is that Mercury goes direct on March the 9th, on the same day as the super full moon in Virgo. And actually, this is interesting because Mercury rules the sign Virgo. So things are going to start to pick up. And Mercury will then move into Pisces a week later on the 16th. So then it's really going to pick up speed. So this is good news, guys. Mercury in Aquarius gives us clarity and focus. But when in Pisces, Mercury expresses its creative side, creative writing, fantasy, poetry, art, and music. However, in Aquarius, Mercury is more innovative, scientific, analytical, and forward-thinking. So we can enjoy that aspect of it until the 16th, when it moves back into Pisces, and then we can enjoy expressing itself creatively. Now, on the same day, a bit later on in the afternoon, 4:24 p.m. precisely, Eastern Standard Time, Mercury is sextile to Venus, and that is a harmonious relationship. So Mercury is in this lovely harmonious transit. Socializing will become easier. In fact, you might be more open to going out and hanging out, and your charisma and magnetism and charm will foster intimacy during that time. So this is a lovely, beautiful energy. So relax, enjoy this cosmic blessing while it lasts. Now, also, later on that night at 10:07 p.m. precisely, Eastern Standard Time again, so it's the next day in Europe, Venus moves into Taurus. The goddess of love is coming home. She'll be at ease. She'll be more practical. She'll be more affectionate. However, she may be a little possessive, because, Taurus is all about mine, possessions, so Venus is looking for security and in love and in her relationships and finances. So reassure your partner with love and affection and focus on improving your finances. Ask yourself, what needs my attention most right now? Is it my relationship? Is it my finances? Is it both? Now, on Sunday, March the 8th, the Sun is conjunct Neptune. That means that it is together. They're almost like one. So the Sun's energy and Neptune are, you can hardly tell the difference between the two. They just come together. They become one, right? Now, you may, Neptune is very idealistic, so you may have the urge to want to help the less fortunate or the marginalized around the world. Idealism is front and center during this transit, and your sensitivity to others' energy is really increased. So you really need to protect yourself. You need to be around positive people and situations. So because there's two sides to Neptune. Neptune can take you down the rabbit hole too. So you want to be surrounded yourself with positivity, and perhaps consider doing a media fast. I mean, sometimes your empathy is so enhanced that it can really take a toll on your emotions. So you could feel melancholy or depressed. On the other hand, you might be exhilarated and inspired to help humanity at large. You'll get a lot of joy by volunteering or, with a cause or helping in some way. So, look at where you can help. Ask yourself, how can I contribute to society? Now, also on Sunday at 3:38 p.m., Venus comes together with Uranus. Wow, this can be scandalous. This transit can bring in the urge for, a thrill, for excitement, novelty, the new, constantly looking for something new and exciting in love and finance. So you are ready for a thrill. The energy and magnetism of this transit could have you acting a bit out of character. It's kind of palpable, right? You might be enticed to have a romantic fling or a one-night stand. Perhaps your relationship has been a bit boring or perhaps hit a stagnant patch, and you may feel like you want to explore new horizons or new experiences with other people. I would just say this: keep in mind that this feeling will not last, and you very well might regret the impulsive actions or decisions under this influence. So keep that in mind, guys. Now, on Monday, I'm not going to go into this, but I'm just going to mention it because it is good to be prepared. We have the super full moon in Virgo. A super full moon is when the moon is, or a planet is very close to Earth. And so this is a very, very strong energy. And also, Mercury goes direct on the same day. So that's really interesting. Listen, guys, join my astrology group. Live in the Solution. The link will be below. It's a private group, and every 2 weeks I do a live feed which correlates either with the new moon or the full moon. And we look at exactly how you are receiving the energy of the new moon or the full moon, respectively. We have fun. It's a very positive, uplifting, nurturing group. Everyone's happy. It's lovely. So I do that for the group every 2 weeks. So it's a private group. You just have to ask to join, answer a couple of questions, and hey presto, you're in. So guys, I just want to mention that this is a member supported channel. And one way to support me is giving me a thumbs up, liking my videos, sharing them on other social media platforms, and commenting. Shoot me a comment. I love that. I answer every comment. I love interacting with you guys. It really feeds my soul. And another way to support me is join my channel. I now have a membership to the channel. So there's a button that says join, and there are 2 levels of membership, and I give perks. And there's the community tab is where the members hang out. I'm going to do videos designed just for members. So it's, so it's the lowest membership fee is $1.99 a month. Now, another way to support me is through Patreon, darling. And right here, if you click on this link, you can go to my Patreon page and check it out. You can be a supporter for just $1 a month. It's $12 a year, guys. It's not that it's not a lot, but it's huge for me. That all adds up. And I want to take this opportunity to thank my members and to thank my patrons. I've just started the membership, so it's pretty new. So guys, what else? I think that's it. Of course, get a reading, guys. I live to give readings. Go to my website. You can, there's actually links below to my website. Go and check out the kind of readings that I offer and all the services that I offer. Guys, please don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. I love you all, and I'll see you next week.